Hello folks, this is going to be a video of many subjects. Well, quite a few. Well, first of all, I'm going to deal with the I just watched the football game, Man United versus Brighton, and I have to say, new manager, Ten Hag, and I think he was terrible with his decisions today. Yeah, I mean, it's starting Shaw. Malacia is a new left back that came in, played all through the friendlies and played really well. Far better than Luke Shaw going forward. Far better than Luke Shaw defending, really. Because again, we conceded a goal. The player was on Shaw's side. Shaw basically stood off him, about a metre and a half off him, with his hands behind his back. Didn't at any point in time try to make a challenge or force the player down the line so he has to cross the ball. Just allowed the player to shoot. De Gea knocked the ball away. Fred was lazy of marking and the Brighton player scored a goal. But again, it all started off with Shaw again, where he won't challenge, he won't tackle. And when he goes forward, yeah, I'd say 90% of the time, if he crosses the ball, it hits the defender straight away. It doesn't go past the first defender 90% of the time. So my question is, what's the point in Luke Shaw as a football player right now? He's been doing this for a while, but what the point is there of him as a football player when he can't cross the ball, so he can't create opportunities upfield? He can't stop opportunities from the other team in his own defence area because he won't. Yeah, there's a laziness there. Where, what is he doing? After training, is he practicing his crossing? Is he practicing his tackling? I don't think he is. You don't see any evidence of that. He's been paid incredibly well by Man United and they've been incredibly patient with him, especially when he had an injury, a really bad injury. They were very, very patient with him. And this is how he's rewarding the club and the fans. It's like, no. So as a manager, you've got this new lad in who's playing really well. Shaw's hardly played a friendly and you're going to put him in. Excuse me? What? Yeah, I'm sorry, that decision bit you in the arse because the first goal was very much down to Shaw. And then, again, you have Thuram on the bench. He's a World Cup winner. He's a Champions League winner. He's played next to Ramos, played against the best players in the world, like Messi, and done a good job against them. And yet you put Maguire alongside Martinez. Lumpy. Basically, for me, Maguire's called Lumpy. That's his name. It's a perfectly appropriate name for a player who can move as quickly as a fridge, basically. Yeah. I mean, to say, well, in the first goal, he kept the player on side. Yeah, whatever goal, one of the goals, he kept the player on side. Again, he was deeper than his teammate. He wasn't even looking. Yeah. The problem is he's unaware. Completely unaware. He's like someone playing in defence who's never played in defence a day in his life. Completely unaware what's going on around him. What? That was the other goal. Because Martinez had to come across and cover because Lumpy was just stood in one position and he tried to run back. I mean, that was almost comical. Thud as Lumpy tries to run. And yeah, he didn't get back, did he? No. No, he did not. Go and watch the highlights. You can watch the highlights. You go onto YouTube, put in the goals. Yeah, Man United versus Brighton goals. You'll see what I mean when talking about that. So poor. And then again, Rashford. Why? I mean, right towards the end of the game, about 10 seconds before 90 minutes, you still had a bit of injury time. But 10 seconds before 90 minutes, he brought on a lot of subs. Elanga, that Garnacho chap, to freshen up the attack. Why not 70 minutes? Why? I mean, did it ever look like Rashford was going to score? No. And we know that Sancho does far better on the left than he does on the right. He's a far bigger threat to the opposition on the left than he is on the right. So, Rashford was terrible last season. Scored 4 goals in the whole of that season. So you start Rashford on the left? What? Excuse me? What? How good was Sancho in the second half of last season? He was so much better, wasn't he? Coming in from the left and crossing the ball in and nice little plays and scoring a few goals. Far, far better than Rashford. But you put Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left. Again, same mistakes that Ollie was making, same mistakes that Rangnick was making, and you come in your first game, you make the same bloody mistake. Oh. Yeah. Well, up front, I can't blame him too much. What else could he have done, really? But again, McTominay in the middle, and he was awful as well. He really was today. He was quite poor. Got himself carded, which should have been a card. I don't know. It was really a footballing incident. He basically went for a 50-50, got the ball, but his foot went over the ball and into the player's shin. Was it a dangerous bit of play? No. No, it was a footballing incident, really. So, should that have cost? Not really. But there you go. It is what it is. But after that, he was basically nothing. And I wouldn't say Fred was doing very well, actually. He wasn't. A lot of it, again, the position didn't make sense. In the first half, the players weren't pressing. They weren't doing any of that. Tackles 1. I think the first half 2. On the stats, 2 tackles 1 in the first half. I mean, for goodness sake. Against Atletico Madrid, United were all in. They were going for it. They were getting stuck in. And they looked better because of it. And yet you come to the first game against Brighton and you back off. Ugh. So incredibly stupid. But, I mean, again, who's to blame? Really? Players and the manager. Got to be both. You've got to blame the players and the manager. Well, because the players know from pre-season what they're supposed to be doing. Did they do it? No. I imagine the manager would have told them, just do what you were doing there in that game. Did they do it? No. But to not make... We've got the same situation as we had with Ollie. No subs coming on until 10 seconds before 90 minutes. Well, apart from Ronaldo. He came on earlier. But it just isn't good enough. It's quite poor. Well, actually saying that, I don't know when Van der Beek came on. He came on, I think, around about the 80th, 75th, 80th minute, I think. So yeah, 2 come on before then. But the rest didn't. But as I say, Rashford, was he going to score? No. Was Sancho going to do anything out there? I think Sancho played reasonably well. Did he play very well? No, he played reasonably well, so that's cool. Yeah. I said at the start of this, this would be many subjects. I think it'll only be the one. Yeah. We've got 10 minutes in. I think that's plenty of time for this subject and for this video, really. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, put it this way: if I was Ten Hag now, I know Avram Grant was Avram. No, what's his name? Avram. Well, the owner, basically, him. He was there. If I was Ten Hag, I'd say, look, you can see just how far we are away. We've lost 5 players, 5 squad players, and we've had 3 players coming in. One which was a free transfer. Yeah, you put these muppets in charge of transfers who haven't got the foggiest idea what the bloody well doing. You replace Woodward with Woodward Part 2. Yeah, this club needs someone in charge of that area who knows what they're doing, because the mistakes that were made in the past means that we now can't get rid of players. We have a lot of players that we wanted to get rid of in this summer, and none of them went. I mean, Tellez might be going out on loan, but again, I'm pretty sure the club would prefer to sell him rather than let him go out on loan. But because of the amount of money they spent on transfers and on wages, they can't. So they really need someone who knows what they're doing with regards to this side of things. But it ain't the people in charge now. Murtaugh and Arnold, I think they're called. Yeah. I mean, quite clearly, they've shown already in this transfer window that they haven't got the foggiest idea as to what they're doing. Not a Scooby. And for that reason, they should be replaced. Not necessarily got out the club, but I certainly think replaced with regards to dealing with this issue. I mean, do you want January and next summer to be exactly the same? If you're not a Man United fan, yeah. But if you're part of the Man United club, why would you want that? Unless you're trying to destroy the club. You know, because all it's going to do is damage the club. To spend all summer on De Jong when De Jong has clearly said he doesn't want to come to United is insane. You know, in attack, United are weak. It showed today. You know, Ronaldo not match fit, Martial injured, and did United have any teeth at all up front? No. Take those 2 players out, and even Martial was not got that much in the way of teeth. Last season he was at Seville and played poorly. Previously he was at United, played poorly. So he's only a few games away from playing poorly for the whole season again. You know, offensively, they're not good. That's the reality. They got Ronaldo, and that really is it. And I think Bruno again. I don't know what Bruno was supposed to be doing today. I have no idea. I think Eriksen did okay. I think Martinez did okay. That was it for the new signings. When the other lad come on, around about the 90th minute to replace Shaw, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't think anyone could say that that was impressive by anybody concerned, by the manager or by the players. That's their first game though. That's his first game with the players. But as I say, with the owner there, I think he's got to get in. He's got to get some whispers in with that owner. You know, he's got to really speak to that owner about the situation and put doubt in the owner's mind about these people that are actually running the transfer saga. Put some major questions in his head. Because that definitely needs to be changed. But, yeah. Right, there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.